So what exactly is yoga? What's the normal answer to that question? People say, just a bunch of stretches. Actually, I'm doing yoga right now. Being with this filming device. Being in the present moment. One of the limbs of yoga. So maybe this practice will be a meditation practice today, which is the essence of yoga. That's yoga. Maybe it will be a movement class, another limb of yoga. Or maybe it will just be to connect with my community, connecting with nature, walking in nature, or meditation, or being present, listening to the sounds in the background, listening to voices in the background, or staring at a child right in the eyes and being very present with all those around you, your family, your friends. When you're connecting in presence, it's a form of meditation, which is yoga. So it doesn't have to be a bunch of deep stretches. It doesn't have to be a bunch of gentle stretches. But we can just be in this moment as we are, in complete presence. So this is my mat today. This is where I am taking my class. Just above the sky, the sun beating down on my back. Blue skies. This beautiful sapling tree. It's a youngling. So here we are. I'm just setting up. This is me, Nicola. I am known for teaching yoga in the park, out in nature. Whoopsie daisy. So here I am today with you in this space. So I'm setting up. So I have my jeans on. I have an aging body. I am not in my early teens or late 20s. I'm obviously have an older body and I'm actually okay with that. So encouragement for you to be okay with that too. I have issues with my body. One of the reasons why I continue my practice of yoga every single day. The movement practice, the meditation practice, being with my family, being with my friends, connecting with my community. This is why I teach yoga. I teach yoga because I love that feeling of peace that it provides for me. And why wouldn't I want to share that with everyone that resonates with my way of teaching? So this is why I'm with you today. I hope you enjoy it. So I have my shoes on. It's still springtime in Canada, in southern Ontario, which I absolutely adore. I'm obviously British and proud of it. I speak the King's language. Also proud to be strong and free living in Canada. Southern Ontario. You know what? I have explored this province substantially in the years that I've lived here. I've lived in Canada for over 20 years. Moved here in my 30s with my young child at the time, just about to start kindergarten. I absolutely love this country. I've lived in 3 different provinces and I've traveled an extensive part of Canada. However, Southern Ontario and Northern Ontario, oh my goodness, I have seen such beautiful, beautiful places, towns, villages, little hamlets. And honestly, if I would encourage you to visit anywhere, really explore what's around us, what we have open to us. Because honestly, I've been on motorbike trips over the last just over 2 years as a pillion passenger, exploring different routes, being a little bit higher, like horseback riding. It's that little bit higher, you see more, but you're also slowing down more. You have to be more careful. You have to be completely aware when you're on that motorbike. What's going on? Tiny subtle movements with your partner. If you're a pillion passenger, you get it. Or if you're the one driving, riding, steering, etc., you get it. You have to be completely present. And the nice thing about being completely present is that feeling of absolute harmony, absolute calm, absolute breath. That's yoga. So if you can be in that place with your people, you are meditating, you are breathing, hopefully not shallow, because that's not present moment awareness. Deep, mindful, gentle breathing is what I encourage in my practice with you today. Your practice in your everyday. My aim in life is to be present with this moment. To be present with this moment in at least 90 to 95% of my life. And it's an awareness and a knowledge that in that present moment we find peace, we find absolute harmony, we find respect for ourselves, compassion for ourselves. I'm trying not to use the word love, but you get it. Because honestly, once we find that within ourselves, it really does show up for others. So as much as I have this gentle voice, I'm also guilty for being hard on myself sometimes. Because I'm here for a human experience, to be human. To be human is to be humiliated, to practice humility. And not in a horrible way, but to practice being humiliated keeps me humble. It keeps me gentle, without the need for people to walk over me, because it's not about that. But to be gentle in the way that I treat myself, so that when I show up for the outside world, I can also practice that gentleness with them, with humility, with grace, with kindness. Because after all, at the end of the day, we are here. This is my belief, and your belief may be completely different, and that's okay. This is just mine, being me authentically. When I allow myself to be me, I can show up quite deeply, strongly for others. And at the end of the day, and I've known this from a very young child, we are all here to help each other through this path, through this life. And you know what? Life can be hell. I get it. My belief system is that hell is on earth. However, once we go through our traumas, our anxieties, our weaknesses, once we face those and push through, keep holding on to that light or whatever that word is for you, I honestly believe we can live heaven on earth. Because it's right here, right now, in this moment of peacefulness, in this moment of harmony, respect for yourself, peace, harmony, respect. That's why I moved to this area. That's what I wanted for myself, and that's what I hope that everyone else that resonates with my classes also feels, because I want to share that energy of peace. It's so important. Anyway, we can start moving if you like. So I hope that those few words resonate with you today as we go through our practice. So starting today with a little bit of breath. You can sit any way you want. You can have legs out long. You can be an easy cross-legged, which looks like this, Sukhasana. You can have heels in between the midline, which is how I prefer to sit. I don't encourage half lotus or full lotus at this time, as honestly your body hasn't stretched, so it's really not ready, especially with an aging body. So we're going to just bring our hands to cup around our knees, or just rest them on the thighs if you have short arms. And then just going to shrug the shoulders down away from the ears, grow tall. So elongate in the spine, slight tuck in the chin, and if you get a double chin, hey ho, who really cares? No one. Deep breath in. Exhale, relax. Feel the air on your face. Again, deep breath in. Exhale, relax. Maybe blowing out through pursed lips. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Releasing stress, releasing tension. Anything that you may have brought with you to your practice today. Again, deep breath in. Exhale, relax. Sigh it out. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Again. Now you can choose today, you can have eyes open or eyes closed, it's a choice. There are no rights or wrongs in our yoga practice. Deep breath in. Exhale, relax. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Maybe start to rock the head gently from side to side. Maybe start to rock the head from side to side. Inhale left, exhale right. Keep going. Inhale, gently raise the head up towards 45 degrees, reminding yourself not to crank or force the body. And then on the exhale, we're going to reach the arms towards a straight or micro bend in the elbows. And we're going to tuck the chin as you round the shoulders in and sit back slightly. And then again, follow the breath. Inhale, come up, neck towards 45 degrees. Exhale, round and tuck. Inhale up. Exhale, round and tuck. Keep going with your own flow, your own pace of breath. It doesn't have to match mine. Find your own. Keep breathing. And with the eyes closed, you can truly listen better to what's happening with your body. You can feel what's happening with your body. Nice. And then when you feel ready or you need to stop, stop. Take a few rounds of breath. Notice how your body is feeling. Beautiful. And if you don't have your legs out long, we're going to swap over heels now to the other side. So again, Sukhasana like so, or heels in towards the midline. So easy seated position. Now, they call it easy seated position, but I'll be honest with you, it hasn't always been easy. Hands around the knees. Same thing. We're going to inhale, gaze up towards 45 degrees. Neck is long, nice elongation in the spine. Shoulders back away from the ears. And as you exhale, gently, slowly round and tuck. Straighten out the arms, maybe with a micro bend in the elbows. Exhale. Blowing out through pursed lips. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, round and tuck. Inhale, up. Exhale, round and tuck. Now we're going to keep one leg in towards the midline, the other leg out. You can sit on a block like I am today, it's all good. And then we're going to do the same thing. 3 rounds. Inhale, up. Exhale, round. Okay, I'm going to release the block from my sit bones. I'm going to place one underneath my knee. I encourage this. Then I'm going to shift my hip so that it faces my right big toe. Inhale, reach the arms up. Stay aligned in the spine. Exhale, float the hands down, framing the legs. And then just do the same thing. Inhale, up, keep both sit bones grounded. Exhale, round and tuck. Inhale, up. Exhale, round and tuck. Now this is really good for the hamstrings. That's the muscles underneath the thigh. We're also working on our hips, so pelvic issues, lower spine, middle spine. Inhale, up. Exhale, round. Keep going. Now if the foot into the inner thigh is too much, you can bring it down to the calf. So feel what's right for you and your body, knowing that you keep the score, your body keeps the score. So feel what's right. Sharp pain, stop immediately. Discomfort deeper than a 4 to 6, go gentler. Feel your body, maybe float the eyes closed or rest with your gaze 2 or 3 feet ahead, it's all good. And then as you maybe go deeper, you can walk the hands further, but notice sharp pain, stop, don't force. We practice ahimsa in yoga, which means non-violence. Maybe hands reach the toes if you have long arms like me, and if they don't, that's okay too. Keep the sit bones heavy, and as the body starts to relax, then maybe explore elbows down towards the earth. And once the body feels relaxed, you can maybe follow your head down towards your knee. It does not have to touch. Breathe, relax in. Inhale, come back up. Slow, slow, slow. Rotate the arm on the left. Plant the hand, cup the hands. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, gaze over that left shoulder. So we're reversing what we just did. And then we're going to do the other side. So hands, both hands back behind the hips. Straighten out the left leg. Bring the right foot in. So again, if that foot needs to be down towards the calf, that's okay too. Hands towards the knees, hips are heavy, facing forwards. Inhale, gaze up towards 45 degrees. Exhale, round and tuck. Now you may feel clicking. That's just your vertebrae, the synovial fluid in between the vertebrae warming up. That's completely normal and good. Then we're going to shift our hips so that you're facing your left big toe. So feel if something's not right, listen to your body. If you need to go gentler, bring the foot down. So it's all good. And then we're going to open the chest again and open the base of the spine again. So again, inhale, open. Exhale, round and tuck. Open, tuck. Open, tuck. And then I'm going to reach up tall. Inhale. Exhale, float the hands down to wherever they land. So going gentler, we're still warming up. And then again, we're going to just start to fold in, gently, slowly. Maybe exploring the elbows, or maybe exploring reaching to the toes. If you don't have long arms like me, if you have short arms, be where you are. Hips are still heavy, sit bones are still heavy. Neck is long, shoulders pull back. Breathe into it. Relax into it. And then maybe relax your head down towards your knee. Again, this is Janu Shirsasana, or head to knee pose. It does not have to touch the knee. Breathe. And then inhale, slowly come up, mindfully, slowly. Rotate the right arm back, maybe cupping the hand. Reach the left arm up and just gaze over that right shoulder. Connect to your breath. Beautiful. Release that. We're going to go a little bit deeper on this side now. So same thing, but we're reaching towards the side. So hips are heavy, facing forwards. Start to reach the right hand down towards the inside of the knee, the calf, or the foot. So it depends where you are. We're keeping those shoulders open, we're keeping the neck long, and we're just holding here. Hips are heavy. This really helps if you have any lower facet disease, that's your spine, or if you have a degenerative discs here. This really helps to open that area and takes the nerve endings away from the base of the spine that may be causing pain. Connect with your breath. And then we're going to do the other side. So up, 3 rounds of breath. And then the other side, left leg long, right foot in. And again, connect to the breath first, elongate the spine, heavy in the sit bones, reach the left hand down towards the inside of the thigh, knee, or towards the foot. Right shoulder is open this time, and connect with your breath. Sit bones are heavy. This opens the hip. You can also place that up block underneath your knee if you wish here. It's all good. Keep that open chest, neck is long. So notice I'm trying to keep my spine in line. So I'm receiving cracking and creaking here. That is my vertebrae pushing away from each other. So I'm releasing any pain or nerve endings in my spine. So if you have any kind of arthritis, really good for that. But go gentle with yourself. Breathe into it. Release. Connect with your breath. Beautiful. Slowly, slowly come back up. And again, connect with your breath, 3 rounds. Beautiful. Alrighty. Next pose. Swing the legs around. Keep the knees bent, flex the toes towards the nose, reach the arms forwards and just slowly roll down onto the spine. Nice. We're going to bring the left knee in, keep the right leg slightly bent. So aging body can't always completely go into the full version of the pose, but I will show you all versions. So this is our wind relieving pose, or Pavana Muktasana. So kind of obvious what this one does. We're working on the digestive system, but we're also opening the hips. So hip flexors right here. We're working on the hamstring right here. Flex the toe towards the nose, keeping the toe and the knee in line with the hip. And then on the exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest. On the inhale, release. We're going to do 6 rounds. On the sixth one, we're going to hold it in. And if you want to go into the full extension of the pose, straighten the right leg. But notice any pain, stop. Now keep the right leg in line with the hip and extend the heel away from you. Breathe, shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. Then when you're ready, we're going to bring the knee out to the side and just breathe, shoulders back, relax. If you want to go deeper, straighten out the leg with a micro bend in the knee, holding onto the foot. Don't force, keeping the hips heavy. Inhale, bend the knee, bring the leg back up, hold here, swapping over hands. Or again, you can keep a bend in the knee and then start to bring the knee across the chest, so reversing what we just did. Or full version of the pose, straighten the leg. I encourage a micro bend in the knee. Again, keep the hips heavy. As you can see, I'm not bringing the leg all the way over to the side. We're doing the IT band here, which is on the side of the hip towards the outside of the knee. We're also focusing attention on our lower back, our lower spine. This is where we want to release. Breathe. Okay, slowly release. Bring the foot in towards the glute, then the right foot. We're going to release what we just did with a few bridge poses. Inhale, up and down. Up, down, up, down. Other side. Bend the left knee this time. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. Nice. Okay, so Pradhanamuktasana, or wind relieving pose on the other side. So again, foot in line with the knee in line with the hip. And then on the inhale, release the knee. Exhale, bring the knee closer to the chest. Keep that alignment, 6 rounds. Beautiful. Hold it here, a few rounds of breath, shoulders away from the ears. Keep that flexed toe towards the knee in line with the hip. And if you want to go into the full version of the pose, straighten the leg on that left side, flex the toe, and reach the heel away from you. Notice what's happening in the body. Gently, when you're ready, bring the hand to the inside of the knee and open that right hip. Bringing the leg out to the side. So working on the hip flexor again. We're working on the lower spine. Any imbalance around the pelvis. Keep the hips heavy. Relaxing the left heel now. And if you want to go deeper, straighten the leg with a micro bend in the knee and bringing the leg out to the side. Ekahasta Padangustasana, or hand to foot big toe pose. Breathe into it. And then when you're ready, bend the knee, bring it back, pause for a moment. And again, you can keep the knee bent, bringing the foot over towards the side. Not all the way over. We're working on the hips, we're working on the pelvis. And if you want, you can straighten the leg again with a micro bend. We're swapping over the hands. The left hand is affecting the toenail. Or as I said, gentler hand can be behind the knee. So breathe. Slowly come back. Bring the right knee in towards the glute.
right foot in between, in towards the glute, left foot in towards the glute. They don't have to touch. Heels do not have to touch your glutes. Knees in line with the hips. You can also place a block in between your knees to keep good alignment if you wish, and it helps to strengthen the hamstrings underneath your thighs, quads on the top of the thighs, hip flexors which support the knees, make the knees stronger. So head is grounded, shoulders away from the ears, reaching your arms, your hands towards your heels, framing your body, your torso. We're then going to tuck the pelvis, engage the glutes, squeeze into the block if you have it, or keep the knees in line with the hips and lift up. So knees are in line with your shoulders. We're doing a Pilates bridge, not a yoga bridge yet. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, lower down. Exhale. Again, inhale, lose the S bend in the spine, engage the glutes, engage the thighs, lift up, inhale. Exhale, lower down. One more, inhale. One more, exhale. Beautiful. Now, if you have lower back issues, you may not be able to go into full Shavasana because it may hurt. So I encourage, if you have lower back issues, feet come out mat distance apart, keeping that 90-degree bend in the legs. Sides of the feet frame the sides of your yoga mat, and then bring your knees together. This is sleeping TP. Then relax. Shoulders away from your ears, arms away from your body, palms up maybe, or down if you still need extra grounding. Connect to your breathing. Beautiful. Stay in the pose or come into full Shavasana if you wish, and connect to your beautiful breath. Connect to the space you're creating with your body. Connect to what is in this moment. Letting go of distraction or any noises in the background. Connect to what is. And allow the distraction to allow you to go just a little bit deeper. Use it. Breathe. Connecting to your inside space. Maybe float the eyes closed. Connecting to your heart space, center of your chest, center of your ribcage. Notice your breath as it comes in through your nostrils, down your throat, into your lungs, giving you energy, space to be who you are in this moment. Connect to you. Connect to being. Connect to who you are. Peace, space, silence, breath, proud, strong, free. Namaste.